Hey everybody, this is Justin Roner. So this is Tasty Tuesday, and it's a crazy hot summer day. We got a lot of cool fruits that are ripening though, even in this crazy heat of 115 degrees. This is the natal plum. Now, it's a wonderful little tasty treat you can get. You want to make sure you never harvest it until it gets about like that. So you can see the different stages that they typically go from this cluster that I've got here in my front yard. And so this is a front yard edible plant. I just like eating it straight off. Tastes like a cranberry without any added sweetener. It's wonderful, full of vitamin C. But that's not really the Tasty Tuesday treat of the day. It's more about the stuff that you're going to find as you head into monsoon weather as we have here in the Phoenix area. You're going to get a lot of weeds that just show up. After we came back from our trips all around the country and stuff this year, we came back to this crazy patch. Now, some of this patch is edible and some of this patch is definitely not. The first one is definitely not. So this, I'll just rotate this around here real quick. I think. Never mind, I can't do that. So this stuff right here is spurge. And spurge is bad stuff. That's not really edible. But then this other stuff growing with it with the little yellow flowers, that is purslane. Now purslane is one of the best superfoods that we've got growing in any of our garden, and certainly the easiest to grow because it grows all by itself. As you can see, a nice little field of that. Now, unintentionally grown, this stuff is still pretty good. It is full of wonderful flavor. It's got kind of a lemony flavor to it, and you'll find it in the nooks and crannies in your garden. Now, this is more desert adapted or desert grown, meaning that it didn't get much rain. It's only what the rain that we've gotten from the sky has really produced this. There's no actual water going to this thing, but lemony flavor. This thing's got 7 times more beta carotene than a carrot by weight, and so packed full of value. 6 times more vitamin E than even spinach. I mean, in Mexico, they love using this stuff. It's one of the best ads that they put into their omelets. It's a great add into an omelet. Adds a nice little green and a lot of good flavor, a lot of good nutrients. And the other thing that's really amazing about purslane is that it's actually loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. It's one of the only plants that actually has omega-3 fatty acids. So if you've got any thyroid issues or things like that that have a need for an increase in the omega-3 fatty acids, this is probably the best plant you could ever have in your garden. And so don't treat it like a weed. I mean, a weed is only something that has less benefits than it does detriments. And with something like this that grows this easy, when you're in the Phoenix area, man, you got to find if there's some value. And if it does, just organize it a little differently in your garden. Now, let me show you what we do with this stuff in the backyard. Obviously, that is the unintentionally grown stuff. But what I do every year is we actually intentionally grow this. We have restaurants that love to use it. We sell it at the farmer's market. It actually sells for about $3 a bag, and we make it a nice normal bag that you would use for salads. And you can see the mangoes in the background doing really good. Our new mango little patch there. But when I find these in my garden, what I like to do is in the spring when they start showing up, or late spring, early summer, as it starts to warm up, I'll actually transplant those little guys into a bed. Now this is an intentionally grown patch that, as you can see with this stuff, much larger leaf, much more succulent kind of leaf structure and stuff, much larger leaves. And these guys are the ones that we'll then harvest and then sell. So you can see it's much more cultivated variety, or at least type. And as you water it more regularly, you got leaves that are much bigger in size that actually would fit really well in a wonderful salad. And so if you've got some of this, try transplanting it into a space that you can organize and keep running. Another cool thing that we love about this stuff is that later in the season, as they start to dry out and all these seeds start forming, that we can actually shake them out into a bag, the seeds, and we'll get mounds and mounds of these little seeds that we can use as an alternative to the poppy seed. So if you want poppy seed muffins without the potential issues, when you get the unexpected drug test, then you can actually use these guys. Gives the same nice little crunch. Can be used in salad dressings and stuff just like you would a poppy seed, but it's from the purslane. So we love this little guy. If you haven't seen them around your garden, you're, number one, possibly lucky that you don't have them, but number two, if you don't have them, look in your neighbor's yard, see if you can transplant some of theirs into your nice little cultivated spaces so you can be healthy too as you're wandering around your garden in the summertime. And that's the Tasty Tuesday plant of the day, purslane. We'll see you next time.